Hi, it's Lindsay with Your Estate Plan Online and High Sierra Legal, and today we're going to talk about when should your kids get your money, or if at all, frankly. So that's a good question people have to me. They have underage children. They say, well, when's a good time for my kids to get their inheritance if we were to pass away? Good answer is F your kids. You should be, living your life, and at the end of the day, you should have hopefully raised your children right, and they're doing a good job for themselves and are successful and aren't banking on your inheritance. So you want to go live in Mexico on the beach, you want to go get a chalet in the south of France, do that. Absolutely do that. Otherwise, if you want to have some parameters, say you have underage children and you're just getting started, when is a good time for that distribution to occur? I usually put into the estate plans that we do kind of a standard language that upon 18, that child will receive 25% of their respective distribution, if you have more than one, to be used for reasonable educational expenses. Reasonable. And keep in mind your successor trustee is going to be managing that distribution, so they'll understand what is reasonable. Textbooks, maybe the dorm rooms, tuition, educational things, not getting a Lamborghini and driving to your basket weaving course at the community college. Reasonable expenses. Okay. Two, after that, usually 25 is a good barometer or benchmark, I should say. And usually it's an additional 25% of that respective distribution to be used for additional education. So they want to go get a master's, they want to get a PhD, they want to, do a fellowship or whatever it is. So an additional 25% of their respective distribution to further their education or to be used as a down payment on real property, because that's always a nice investment. And then at that point, usually by 30, 35, 40, that's when the remainder of the inheritance or the distribution through the estate is distributed in full, because we hope by 30, 35, 40, these children of yours are responsible, they're able to get that money, they've worked for themselves, they've gone to school, they're educated, they're in their career, and that remainder distribution can be given to them so they can invest it or do whatever they need to want with it. So that's kind of a little bit there on when you should distribute your trust inheritance, if you will, or distribution to your heirs. And if you have questions, just let me know. I'm at Your Estate Plan Online or highsierralegal.com. And again, I'm Lindsay, and when you think of death, think of me.